Hi there everyone, this is DarkSide2K7 aka Sonic Skies here, back with you with another video. Yeah, well, I was gonna get myself ready, get me something to eat, get ready to watch Game 6 of the NBA Finals, until I heard this little tidbit up. This is regarding New Orleans and the NCAA. But before I can tell you what it really is, I am going to read this. This might help with some context. Louisiana Senate votes to override veto a transgender sports bill. The measure will now head to the House in a historic veto override session. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Louisiana state has voted to override Governor John Bel Edwards' veto of a bill banning transgender people from playing girls or women's sports. It still needs a supermajority of votes in Louisiana House to become law. Edwards and Trans Africa said the legislation is discriminatory. It could also prompt big events like the Final Four being pulled out of New Orleans. That was important, but I'll tell you my 2 cents on the whole thing. Okay. The Senate voted on the measure today, the opening day of the rare veto overriding session. The Senate vote was 26-12 and was made along party lines. Senate failed to override veto of Also on Tuesday, the Senate state failed to override Edwards' veto on the concealed gun carry bill. The legislation Edwards' veto would have done away with the requirement for training to get a concealed carry permit. A group of Louisiana law enforcement officers came out against the bill prior to the veto session. Supporters said the legislature asserts the Second Amendment. Those against the bill said the requirement training is reasonable and is supported by the majority of Louisiana residents. The vote was 23-15 in favor of overriding the veto. Three votes for a 2/3 majority to pass. All right. What is this whole situation? Okay, you just already heard what this is. What's this whole situation? Okay, well, the situation is that certain states. I'm not sure it's this happening in my state, so I'm gonna take. So I'll let you know if I hear some things. But certain states are now passing transgender sports ban bill. Now, a normal person like myself with a normal thinking person with common fucking sense, mind you, would think that it's just, it's not really a big fucking deal. I'm on this whole bill. I mean, trust me, it evens a level playing field. Boys play against boys in sports. Girls play against girls in sports. There's no in between. But for some reason, you got some stupid ass goddamn wokers who have to make everything into a goddamn issue. And and this one being no example. For you see, here's the thing. In 2022, next year, the NCAA Final Four will be taking place in New Orleans. And knowing New Orleans, this city needs some money. The people in the city need some money due to the devastating policies by Mayor LaToya Cantrell. They need this fucking money, to be perfectly honest. However, they're now in the danger of losing the Final Four because of that stupid transgender bill. See, the bill that's going to be that's already going to be law wouldn't allow young boys to compete against young girls in the state of Louisiana. For some reason, that makes sense because if you think about it, it will be an unfair advantage to young girls who put in the time, effort, to spend their whole life trying to get where they are. I mean, a common sense person would have figured that one out. But no, NCAA and woke idiots, they have to make this a big issue. And NCAA, they decided to say, oh, if this bill passes, then they will remove the Final Four from New Orleans. This is honestly the most dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, to be perfectly honest. It really is, if you think about it, because it's like, seriously, what you're doing, you're not punishing the lawmakers who are making these bills. You're punishing its people because y'all have over some bullshit. And this ain't and honestly, this ain't the first time this happened. It happened twice for two different reasons. Like one time back a few years ago, the NBA pulled out its AllStar game out of pulled their NBA AllStar game out of Charlotte, North Carolina over the transgender bathroom bill, which was stupid. Which, if you look back at it, looking back on it right now, it's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb on the NBA. Like, you're gonna pull that out just to make a statement? I mean, their state, their rules, their laws in the books. And more recently, look at the MLB. Rob Manfred decided to pull the MLB All-Star Game out of Atlanta, Georgia. One of the blackest, arguably the blackest city in America, and they moved it into Denver, Colorado, the predominantly whitest city in America. I had to check. I wasn't being racist. I had to check on that one. I could be wrong, but you can put it in a timer. But yeah, Rob Manfred moved the MLB All-Star Game out of Atlanta to Denver, Colorado, to protest on the Georgia election bill. I'm so tired of these companies pulling some bullshit like this. And now you got the NCAA trying to do this shit over a fucking transgender bill. I mean, whatever happened to? I mean, it's not. I mean, what's wrong with just holding the integrity of the fucking sport? I mean, I'm not trying to be that person, but if you let biological males who transition themselves to female play against biological females, the females won't stand a chance. They will have a big ass, huge disadvantage. But to woke idiots, they don't care. All they care about is like, oh, this is transphobic and all that stuff. No, it's like, no, it's not. It's not. It's just people just want to make sure that girls and women athletes can have a better chance and able to play on a level playing field. I mean, it's not that fucking. I mean, it's not that fucking sim. I mean, it's not that. Let me rephrase that word. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that, listen, it's just boys play against boys in sports, women play against women in sports. It's not that fucking deep, fam. It's really not, to be perfectly honest. But when you try to tell these, but if I were to tell this stuff for this, people will be all like, "Oh, you're transphobic because you're siding with them." No, I'm siding with common sense. Really, it does mean that. Okay, Jesus, like Jesus fucking Christ, how hard it is to be? How hard it is to be? I mean, come on, man, this is getting stupid. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, which I doubt anyone's gonna take my word for it, or anyone will probably gonna take my word for it. I mean, if you want this stuff to, if you really want this whole thing to be fixed, here's an idea: make a new category for transgenders. That way, you can have boys playing against boys, girls playing against girls, transgenders and playing against transgender in sports. I mean, that's a simple win. That's a simple fucking win. I mean, everyone will be on the same playing level, same playing level. All sides be happy. All sides be happy, and all the people in general will play sports and they can enjoy themselves. Everyone fucking wins. But like I said, like it's an idea. It's just my idea. I just thinking out. I'm just spitballing, just taking a shot in the dark. But honestly, and honestly, I think it might be a good idea. It would totally be a good idea. And also, to these companies who doing this crap, you know, you're not doing yourself any. You're not doing yourselves any goddamn favor by doing this shit. And also, threatening to move a state out over fucking bills, over fucking government laws and bills and everything. It makes you more of an asshole because you're not punishing the politicians. You're punishing the people who needed this money. And honestly, if you want my honest opinion, the NCAA better not do this shit. They better not try to pull this all-star, better not pull the Final Four out. Because here's the thing. If the NCAA decided to pull the Final Four out of New Orleans, their ratings will take a massive fucking hit. And before anyone say, "Oh, you don't know that," look at the MLB. Take a look at the MLB's ratings when they pulled the AllStar Game out of Atlanta and Denver. They weren't fucking good. That's for damn sure, my dudes. They weren't fucking good. Mm-mm. But that's just my two cents on the whole situation and my thing. But I would like to know what you think on the whole situation. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update. Share with friends, share with your neighbors, share your significant others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkside2K7, aka Sonic Sky Scissors, signing off. Thank you for taking the time out of y'all busy schedule and your busy Tuesday night to watch this video. It really means a lot, and feel free to leave a comment. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, and one more thing. Don't try to type in and call me a transphobe because I'm saying this done. I want to be a transphobic. I'm just saying that this whole thing is getting so stupid and and also to woke idiots, you need to stop using people. You need to stop using people's race, gender, and definitely their sexuality to get what you want, because it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, all it does is hurt said minority, said gender, said sexuality, because you're more concerned about pushing some bullshit just so you can get some fucking Twitter likes. Kind of a scumbag move if you kind of think about it. Alright. Later. Peace.